It's Smackdown Live time! Are you guys ready? What a night this is gonna be!
I have never been more ready for anything in my entire life. I cannot wait to see what's on the horizon.
I'm ready.
Bro! Man, that was nasty. He's staring his opponent down, getting into that zone. Bro kick! Able to evade. Brace for impact. Here it comes. The Beast Incarnate with an F5. Oh, my.
Oh, my God, a steel chair!
Oh, man.
Boom!
Oh, God.
Oh!
Kick lands.
He saw that one coming.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
His opponent, accompanied by the Apex Predator, Randy Orton, representing RK Bro, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds, Riddle.
Seems like... When you consider The Rock, this is a superstar who it seems was always earmarked for greatness.
Not surprising considering he was the first third-generation WWE superstar. On the top, splash!
Stomping down! Great thinking by The Rock. He takes control. One step ahead of Riddle there. He's been placed in the corner now. Should Riddle be worried tonight about his opponent potentially targeting one of his limbs to try and take away his hard-hitting strikes?
Even if Riddle's opponent puts significant damage on one of his limbs, Cole, he's got three others that are just as deadly. Riddle's entire body is an expertly trained weapon. Expect to see him put all of it to use in this matchup.
The sound of this crowd is deafening, and he's asking for more.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
What a clothesline! Ouch! The original Bro taking some hits there. His ring style being nullified a bit.
That instinct of a third-generation superstar showing through with The Rock here.
Natural athletic ability shown by The Rock.
And Riddle needs to trust his instincts here. It is electrifying maneuvers like that that gives The Rock the moniker of being... There it is!
The Rock has this wrapped up.
Cover! 1, 2. What? Only 2?
Riddle just defied odds with that kick out. Everyone thought this was over.
The Rock is already unloaded with everything he's got, and it wasn't able to end this. You've got to wonder what else he needs to do.
Gut wrench! Look at him totally vibing with the WWE Universe right now.
Drop kick right on point, and Riddle in a bit of danger.
The Rock's opponent needs to know his role.
Vicious, aggressive attacks.
Just mounted with punches. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Oh, right to the kidneys. Headbutt to the groin.
That was low.
Double axe handle.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
Oh, just tap out. Just tap out and end this thing.
Losing this match would absolutely destroy him. He's trying to fight it the best he can. Right now he's looking for anyone to break out of this, and he does. Vicious right forearm.
The Great One has become relentless.
And Riddle needs to fight back.
He is mentally and physically exhausted now.
This has just been an absolute massacre.
Tough position to be caught in here.
Piercing the throat. Beautiful senton.
Right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already. And it's The Rock with the reversal.
Boom. Bicycle knee strike.
Oh, on the jaw.
And he had Riddle scouted.
Up fast. Lands him with a spine buster.
There it is. Yes, rock bottom. Riddle might be on Dream Street. About to hit.
That's got to end it this time around.
Cover. 1, 2. Somehow he kicked out.
Riddle refuses to quit. What an impressive kick out from Riddle.
And guys, The Rock is not happy with that result. Thought it was over, but the kick out surprised him.
Nice evasion by Riddle.
Belly suplex.
Cover. He kicks out with force.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank. Rock sensed that was coming. Oh, man.
This arena has come unglued. You can feel the foundation shifting with every turn in the match.
About to hit. Rock bottom.
Rock got it. I think it's over.
Makes a cover. 2, 3. An exhausting match by victory. He'll save her forever.
Here is your winner, The Rock!
A very impressive victory for The Rock.
The Rock showed he can still electrify the WWE Universe.
Byron, what's your name?
Making his way to the ring, Pitbull.
This is brilliant.
Oh, come on. What is he doing out here?
I think it's fairly obvious, Saxton. He's a man on a mission. I can't watch this entrance. I heard this one backstage talking up their own work non-stop. Randy Orton. There it is. Devastating attack.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the corporation from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 400 pounds, Omas!
The tension.
And his opponent, accompanied by Drew McIntyre from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, one half of the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Johnny Gargano!
And Corey, here comes Johnny Gargano is a competitor who never gives up on his goals and will do anything to achieve them. Now he even teaches others the so-called way so that they too can succeed like he has.
Yeah, Gargano shows him how to be duplicitous, self-absorbed, and greedy. Johnny is all about number one, and he'll do whatever he must to protect his own interests. This is not a guy people should be looking up to.
Gargano is now a man who's about getting his way by any means necessary.
And standing across the ring from him is the human redwood Omas. Just a towering, terrifying marvel of a human being. All the raw power and athleticism you can imagine.
Omas has all the potential in the world to become a major superstar. He sat under the learning tree of top talents and is now ready to stand out on his own. He was down, but he certainly wasn't out.
Oh, my Lord. Strike right. Good night. And Gargano's failing to make any advances.
Johnny's lacking his usual instincts here. Hoisted up.
Spine buster by Omas.
That could ground Gargano for good. Having his way with his opponent.
Omas got it. Can he?
Johnny finding an opening.
Gargano.
Johnny wrestling with a takedown. Looking to cinch it in. There it is. It's locked in.
Gargano escape is locked in. It's locked in, Byron. It's locked in. He may tap out. He may tap. Body. And he escapes the submission before things got more disastrous for him. Clothesline. Looks like Omas has taken the upper hand.
Omas using that natural ability and has prepared himself for his more experienced opponent. Gonna be tough to topple the Colossus tonight.
Sleeper slam.
4.
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
5.
He saw it coming, taking advantage.
That's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
Sharp kick.
And Gargano is falling behind.
Omas has his entire 7-foot-plus frame fired up now.
Oh, my Lord. Strike right. Good night. Gut-wrench suplex. Counters with an attack on Omas.
Gargano trying to bring the fight back in this one.
Got it scouted.
Dodges out of the way.
Closed fist connects. He's got him here. He's got him up. And Omas is keeping the match at his pace.
Johnny needs to decipher a solution to this situation fast.
He's finding himself in trouble here.
He can really stand to give... Johnny Gargano sweeps the leg, rolls through.
Gargano's got it cinched in.
Tap, 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 tap out.
Submission locked in tight. Nowhere to go. No escape. This.
Oh, and he's able to find enough grip to fight out of the hole. Crucial escape here. The power, the strength, and now just pressing.
That is something else. Rough landing.
Gargano is finding himself at a disadvantage.
Yeah, impressive offense from Omas.
Ripped in the hard way.
And we see him take yet another shot to the body.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. He got whipped into that corner. He's positioned up on that turnbuckle. Oh, man. Look at this. Super choke slam.
Omas with a vice-like grip on his opponent. Shaking impact.
It's all Omas's for the taking.
These superstars have endured so much punishment.
Certainly looking worse for wear, but the tide can shift at any moment. To the turnbuckle.
Will it be? He kicks out with force.
Still in it.
What a gutsy performance.
Super kick by Johnny wrestling.
Omas with great awareness.
Shaking impact.
Unloading
vice-like grip on his opponent.
Having his way with his opponent. It's all Omas's for the taking.
Picking up the victory as his opponent does his best Saxton. Stares up at the lights.
Here is your winner, Omas!
And the celebration's underway.
Johnny Wrestling should change his nickname after a loss like that. That was embarrassing.
International superstar.
The following contest is a 3-on-2 tag team handicap match. Introducing first, from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura!
Yeah, think about Shinsuke Nakamura, Corey. He just has this, this is gonna be
And
good.
their partner, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe!
Face.
And from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, Happy Corbin! And at a combined weight of 403 pounds, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo.
The WWE Universe already...
I just don't understand why a superstar would accept a match in which they're outnumbered. I mean, confidence is one thing, but recklessness is another.
WWE is reckless, if nothing else, Michael. You should know that by now. Besides, there's usually a good reason to sanction such a match.
I'm not so sure of that in this match, but we'll find out.
Sharp elbow.
That'll turn your lights out. And Corbin's plans fail there. Oh, front thrust kick. The right knee. Oh, God. He's lost some of his wind now.
There's still time to turn this handicap match around, guys.
Is it possible that the side with a numbers game in a handicap match could have a disadvantage?
Absolutely. The handicap's usually there for a reason, and that's because the other side has certain advantages. It's important to remember your strengths and play to them.
And Baron now is being chopped down.
Nakamura cannot be stopped, gentlemen.
Yes, tag!
Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Leg sweep from the outside. Very clever.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well.
Into the turnbuckle.
Garza holds him off.
Takeover. Samoa Joe dealing out punishment.
Every form of offense Garza attempts is being neutralized. What a boot!
He's taking some good hits. And Garza reverses.
Momentum going back to Garza's corner.
Seems like Garza's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
The exclamation point.
Man, it's all Shinsuke now.
Tag is registered.
Samoa Joe with the rapid
reversal. Bam. Super kick. He's looking a little weary now.
Still, this is about as good a position you can hope to be in this late in a handicap match.
Countered it just in time.
And another counter.
Joe wants it in. Can he get down? Can he go down with it? He does.
Joe's got it. Locked in.
Gargano's on a save just in the nick of time. Producing a trampling. Incoming. Measured knee drop. An unrelenting assault being brought to Garza.
And Joe is just impossible to stop when he's...
Uh-oh, there he is. The clutch is in.
Coquina clutch. This one's over, Byron.
He gives up. It's over.
The WWE Universe. Here's your handicap match winner.
Here are your winners, Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe.
Got to hand it to our winner. Standing tall with their arm raised tonight.
Definitely a cause for celebration. What an impressive victory.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Four Horsemen, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch looking super.
And accompanied by Tegan Knox, from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
The WWE Universe.
And here's Becky Lynch, someone who says, you're going to have to destroy me completely to take away what I've worked for. The man is here to fight.
But there might be a big kick to the face waiting for her, courtesy of Dakota Kai. A Dakota Kai who's benefited by a boost to her confidence as of late.
Yeah, and a boost to her anger as well, Corey. Penny predicament, shoulders down. A little slow to get her shoulder up.
And that might have been closer than she thought it would be.
Dakota seems unable to turn the momentum here.
Gonna be tough to slow Becky down now.
And Kai not happy with absorbing the brunt of that one.
Yeah, we're seeing Becky has no desire to allow someone to take her position.
From the top. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Corey, Becky is known for great toughness. How can one measure up to compete with that?
Look, Lynch isn't impervious to pain, but can you out-tough her is the question. You need to absorb punishment just as well as you can dish it out when facing the man.
Drop kick. Kick gets caught.
These two showing how well scouted they each are.
Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want.
Down across the knee. That won't just separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
From the top.
Piercing elbow.
She's losing some steam now.
Well, all things considered, Cole, it's not a bad condition to be in at this point in the match.
Ooh, that foils Lynch.
Snapmare takeover. Oh, right to the spine.
Reversal. Can she capitalize? Watch her set up in the corner. Going coast to coast. Oh, what a counter. Dakota wards off the attack. Becky holds her off.
Manhandle slam.
And Becky there didn't give an inch. Becky Lynch has got it cinched in. Has got it cinched in. The disorder.
Oh, nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide.
That's it. That's it.
And that's all she wrote.
This superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. Much deserved, Michael.
Got to be humiliated and embarrassed.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Alexa Bliss from Rio Grande Valley, Texas. One half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Gonzalez.
The arena's buzzing, social media's buzzing, a big fight feel, and a main event level match.
The referee trying to get things in order and finally getting this match underway.
Good luck. They're definitely not thinking about the match right now. If I'm standing across the ring from Shayna Baszler, I know I can't beat her in a straight-up fight. So what do? I focus on stamina and simply outlasting my competition. Shayna's used to ending fights quickly, so stamina may be the key to solving the submission magician.
As long as you don't get tapped out before you can properly execute your plan, that is. Here we have the 6-foot-tall powerhouse, Raquel Gonzalez, laser focused for tonight's matchup.
Oh yeah, Raquel Gonzalez has the size, strength, and bad attitude to push just about any superstar in the women's locker room past their breaking point.
No doubt she has only one thing on her mind tonight, and that is to impose her will on her competition.
Then there's Shayna Baszler, someone who simply believes that there's nothing sweeter than the experience of breaking down her opponent any way that she possibly can.
You don't have to like it, but you can't deny that Baszler's made an art form out of systematically breaking down just about anyone she stood across the ring from since arriving in WWE. A counter answered by another counter.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
What an elbow. A barrage of elbows over and over again.
Stomping. Ouch.
She's getting back up,
But she might be down again soon.
axe handle from the middle rope.
What's she waiting for? She's looking more focused on gesturing rather than winning.
Well scouted by Baszler.
That would have you walking funny.
Baszler turns it around. A nice shot by Shayna Baszler. Oh, mounting it down. Just hammered away with the rights.
Elbows right to the forehead.
One after another. Oh, quite an effective counter.
Working the midsection there.
And Shayna was the one getting broken down on that exchange.
Yeah, as Gonzalez was possibly testing the limits of her opponent there.
Is it enough? 2. Fends off the 3 count.
She is still fighting, still keeping this going.
A prelude we have seen all too often. Baszler preparing another victim.
Careful to clutch. This one's going to be over soon.
Tap time, tap out time. This would be an amazing upset. Can she get her to tap out?
We're moments away.
Coquina clutch, nowhere to go, but there is a way to break it.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
What a counter against Shayna.
We all know what she's looking to do next.
From way up, counters. This could be an opportunity.
Big form.
Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. Gonzalez getting worked on right now.
Gonzalez needs to figure things out.
And another just non-stop aggression. The arm absorbing the damage.
Striking at will.
An arm breaker. Reversal from Raquel.
Gonzalez is going to look to press on the advantage.
Gonzalez trying to bring the fight back in this one.
Here we go. Yokosuka cutter.
Baszler doing what she does best right there.
In fact, Shayna Baszler up and
oh my! Into the kill for the tap out.
Shayna Baszler gets the win.
Here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler's got to be feeling good about her performance tonight.
A win's a win, and it's also all that matters here in WWE. Good job.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts. Weighing in at 190 pounds, Oni Lorcan.
A matchup like this.
And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
Emotionless.
Since his very arrival, Brock Lesnar has dominated the entire WWE locker room. I'm not sure tonight will be any different.
And facing him is Oni Lorcan, a relentless competitor who is just as willing to take hits as he is to dish them out. This guy takes tough to a whole new level.
Yeah, he once even finished the match after breaking multiple bones. They truly broke the mold when they made Oni Lorcan. This man has a ferocious tenacity and a do anything, take anything attitude as long as it produces results. Well-delivered suplex.
Straight to the cranium. Oni Lorcan in a state of distress.
Oni needs to re-strategize right away.
Uh-oh. Oh, to the back of the neck. What a lariat.
Brock with the quick wherewithal.
And Lorcan really had to fight his way through that attack.
Yeah, and for Brock, moments like this are why he's such a dominant force in this industry.
Right into the shoulder. That's gotta hurt.
Oni moves out of the way. Elbow on the spot.
Obviously, Lesnar wants this match to be quick and dirty. How do you get the upper hand against a powerhouse like Brock?
The challenge is not giving Brock a chance to use that power. Be wily and utilize hit-and-run tactics. Go at Brock hard and back off before he can grab you.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to.
Oh, look at this. Raw power. Brock clearly has the advantage here, guys.
It is scary how much Lesnar enjoys dishing out this punishment.
Close fist connects. Whatever's playing here can't be good.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Alley-oop.
Sent flying.
He decides. Jeez.
Oni Lorcan in a state of distress.
Oni has to find an opening and respond.
Oni Lorcan counters.
If Oni was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, this could be it.
Targeting this. Oh, no. Lesnar's about to end this.
Bang! And that can keep Oni down.
2 count.
It's over. Oh, and a nice work.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Usos, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso!
Tensions. The animal has arrived.
And his opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Here is the domineering Batista, who has dismantled the competition in WWE.
No one is safe when the Animal is on the hunt.
The entire locker room is on notice when Batista enters the arena. His biggest motivation is leaving a trail of annihilation behind him.
And then we have Jimmy Uso, a tag team specialist on his own tonight. But don't let Jimmy's lack of singles experience fool you. He's as tough as they come.
Yeah, Jimmy's never one to back down. Constantly exhibiting his toughness and aggression. Make no mistake, Jimmy's going to try to make his competition suffer inside the Uso penitentiary.
Batista with a great shot. Batista has always relied on his tremendous strength. Corey, will that be enough to get the job done tonight?
Well, many say that's why Batista dominated WWE, but he's developed new tools to supplement that strength. Tonight, he should mix his power with his MMA background, which will add even more devastation to his joint and limb manipulation.
Thundering offense from the Animal.
This is exactly what I was talking about. That's Batista being a ferocious animal and a methodical mixed martial artist.
And he has answers for Batista.
Super kick! A merciless assault by Uso.
This could just be the start of his opponent's suffering.
Can he score the pin? And he breaks the count quickly.
A truly impressive kick out this late.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Top rope. Oh, Jimmy might have just finished things.
Staying in this one.
Ruthless striking.
Oh, knee to the hands.
That's gonna hurt. Oh, the arm taking the brunt of that.
He's getting a little battered now. Batista able to counter.
Buster! Batista demonstrating that unrivaled.
Batista setting him up. It could be time.
Batista bomb.
Jimmy's eyes look glazed over.
Try to end it. 1, 2. Near fall. I would have bet this was 1 after that last hit.
Goes to show you just never know what your opponent's capable of.
Not many people escape defeat after Batista gets hold of you and executes that maneuver.
Nasty stop to finish it off.
Oh, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
There he goes, right into the corner. Jimmy's looking helpless to every attack.
Watch out, the Animal is foaming at the mouth.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash!
Got him set up. This could be it, Corey. Batista bomb. Batista got all of him. The cover. 2, 3. Batista with the win. Hey, did you have any doubt?
Here is your winner, the Animal, Batista!
He really got the better of the opposition here.
I agree, it was quite the display tonight.
Batista definitely unleashed the beast tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland. Weighing in at 254 pounds. One half of the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre lays...
And his opponent, representing the corporation, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz!
Ever since I...
Drew McIntyre was once the hand-picked chosen one of WWE. But in the end, all of his success has been the result of good old-fashioned hard work.
Yeah, credit to McIntyre. Everything he's got, he earned here in WWE. He's a terrific example of the heights you can achieve when you set your mind to it.
And tonight, Drew's got his mind set on continuing his success story by putting his head down and going to work in this matchup.
But then you have a competitor who needs no introduction. The Miz, the A-lister, a world-famous celebrity.
And I'm sure Miz is desperate to convince everyone here tonight that he is the biggest star in all of WWE. Insulting.
Oh, to the arm. Terrible. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here. Bad predicament right here.
Down across the knee. That won't just separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
Placing them right where they want them, into the corner.
Oh, watch this power. What a gut-wrench powerbomb.
McIntyre with a great shot.
Snap headbutt. Oof. Just mounted with punches. And not, oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
When you're in the ring with a powerhouse like Drew McIntyre, what's the most important thing to keep in mind?
It's crucial that you show McIntyre no mercy. This is a guy who can take a real beating and keep on swinging. So, hold nothing back. If you give McIntyre even a sliver of an opening, he'll exploit it.
Had Miz's playbook scouted.
And responds with a counter of their own. Reciprocating the initial reversal. He went right into that turnbuckle.
Sit-up powerbomb. 2. No, the Miz is still alive.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Muscling up their opponent. Way up and down hard.
Offense like that is why Drew McIntyre's a game changer.
Not an A-list performance here from Miz.
Fighting back with a counter.
Got him.
McIntyre reversed.
Will Drew finish things now? Kick to the gut. On top. Future shot. DDT.
The workmanlike.
McIntyre setting up. The Miz just got destroyed. Cover. There's 2.
And this one is over. Many would consider this an upset, Byron.
Yeah, hard-fought victory for this superstar, but he definitely earned it.
Yeah, look at it. His opponent, sore loser.
Yeah, but apparently it backfired. That's what you get for not accepting a loss.
And now the celebration can begin.
About Extreme Rules is we're guaranteed something from out of the blue. Some outside interference, a weapon nobody saw coming.
Oh, who are you kidding, Corey? You just love all this anarchy, don't you?
Confession. Guilty as charged.
Fighting back against Miz.
Connects
the elbow.
Byron, how does this matchup require a different mindset? A superstar must be prepared to go all out, be as aggressive and vicious as possible.
Another underhook. Oh, look out, Miz. Miz doesn't know where he is. Think of your family.
You can see the dismay on the face of the Miz.
Miz needs to rely on his resourcefulness.
Catches the kick.
Counter after counter.
Great counter by the Miz.
Really just laying it in.
He switches it back around.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch.
Reversal. What a counter. Big elbow.
Uh-oh. Jarring impact. He reverses it. Oh, kick right to the gut.
Jarring European uppercut.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake. He's one step ahead there.
Take a good look at a real-life Titan, folks.
Can't do that.
They just did.
This match's brutality starting to show on him.
Yeah, the physical price of the Extreme Rules stipulation is really starting to show now.
Looking for the arm, looking for the arm. This could be it. Are we going to see a tap out?
Valiant effort, but he finally had to submit.
Wasting absolutely no respect on his opponent. You gotta love it.
Double underhook. Powerbomb.
Ref, get ready to raise his hand.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jeff Hardy!
A true...
And his partner, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 254 pounds, the American Dream, Cody Rhodes! And at a combined weight of 464 pounds, MVP and Xavier Woods.
The tension building for this match is so thick. Tag team action underway. Truly one of the hallmarks of sports entertainment.
That's right, Cole. As a former tag team champion myself, I have to say these matches hold a special place in my heart. Oh, hard impact in the corner.
Devastating impact to the back.
Oh, that hurt in the chest. Woods gets him back. Oh, flipping the script on him there. And just like that, he sent crashing to the floor.
Uh-oh. Dropping the elbow right on the knee. And proving a bit slippery for the man. Oh, man. Meeting the barricade.
That unraveled on MVP.
Look at...
Paying it right back with a reversal. 4. Back straight into the post on the outside.
Look at him. Pride and poise personified.
He may not be aware of the count. He's got to get back in. Oh, boom!
Oh, sweep the leg right out from under. Look out!
Oh, God!
Brash decision-making there proved to be extremely detrimental.
Can you recover from such an error? You have to wonder. What a cross body!
Xavier Woods tagged in. Tag made. Tag made. Big clothesline. What agility. Uh-oh. Oh, God, that's a bad landing.
Tempted fate and paid dearly for it.
That haphazard approach definitely proved costly.
Hardy takes the offensive. Goes under the ropes to get back inside. From the top. Are you kidding me? Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Uh-oh. Twist of fate. And shoulders are down. He narrowly avoids the count.
Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close.
Shoulder to the gut. No way. Into a powerbomb. He's feeling the effects of that last hit. Face crusher. Looking for a high-risk, high-reward situation.
Staring back to his feet, but he might not know. Walking the tightrope.
He catches Woods with a counter. Ooh. Fails to connect on the springboard. Uh-oh.
Crossbody
To the floor. Just a devil-may-care attitude on full display.
going for broke, and it pays off. He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers.
And Xavier Woods reverses. He's tagging out. Reversal. Can he take advantage? Oh my, down with authority.
Almost mounted with punches. And not, oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Definitely not where you want to be right now. Just carried like a ragdoll here. Chip for the victory here. And the count doesn't even begin.
He didn't even let the ref start the count. Punch right in the head.
And he sends him into the corner.
Twist of fate. Climbing up top, he's got big plans. We're going to finish it off.
Can that finish MVP?
We're going to finish it off. Just throwing their body. Hardy going to the limit. We're going to finish it off.
Beautiful senton.
Each one keeps getting more devastating.
Tag. We have seen such a physical match from these combatants, and the wear and tear is starting to show.
And now's the time where the smartest competitor needs to take advantage of the situation. Needs to figure out the quickest way to end this.
Oh, this could be something. If that's not it, I don't know what is.
Makes a cover. 2, 3. Raise the roof. He's got the victory.
Here are your winners, the American Dream, Cody, Rhodes, and Jeff Hardy.
And the winners celebrating together. Great chemistry tonight.
They say when you know, and I know.
WWE superstars cross-exposed here. Creative could be the best way to get ahead in this match.
The cross bracket is locked in.
Cinched in deep, night.
An extreme amount of pressure in this submission hold. There is no
Try not to fade.
delivers have a pleasant ending.
This is gonna hurt.
He's got nasty plans in mind.
How do you survive? Through the table.
High impact.
No way.
This is not gonna be pretty.
Kudos, another big move. See it again.
The table's being set on fire.
Can't watch this.
Shot to the back. Being carried around with ease.
The sound of this crowd is deafening.